Hello Darts Nutz, I'm going to do a review of the Showtime Darts Nitro ST as used by Mark Lawrence. These are available in two weights. This is the 22 gram and there's also a 24 gram, and they're 90% tungsten and they retail for £35. And as you can see, it looks like Showtime are using different packaging now. The other packaging they had was a little small compact style box, and slightly bigger box now with a window in. Looks nice and neat. I think I probably prefer the small compact one, but still a very nice neat box. And inside you've got a little plastic tray with a set of Showtime flights, point protector, and some fluorescent what look to be polycarbonate short stems. So that's what you get in the box. Let's have a close look at the darts. Right, as you can see, the darts are fitted with a silver point. It's got a slightly rounded bull nose to the barrel, and it's got green and black painted grooves in between these rings, but it's got the element dot grip, which adds a extra bit of edginess to the rings. It's really quite grippy, a lot more grippy than you would imagine. Obviously the more pressure I put on the dart, the more I feel the grip, but even with just a light touch it still feels quite a grippy dart. It's a straight barrel dart, so it's a classic design, but it looks really nice. I am a fan of green colours, and also Showtime have got little logos on the barrels now. Oh, I forgot to say, these are the core grip shafts. It's a very nice shaft actually. And the Showtime flights. So I'll just get the dart up a bit closer so you can have a proper look at it. Let's get into focus. There we go. I'd say the grip is probably just about a high level grip, but I'll see how it feels when I come to throw it, because sometimes it can feel a little bit different when you come to throw the darts. Alright, here's the detailed picture. The darts are fitted with a 30mm silver point. It's got a bull nose to the barrel, and it's smooth at the front of about 3.2mm before it gets into the main section, which is the bulk of the barrel, made up of the ring grip with the element dot grip pattern, and that's 43mm long before it gets into the rear part, which is just smooth with a small chamfered edge, and that's 5mm wide. Overall length is 51mm and the width is 6.38mm. Alright, that barrel weighs 22.05 grams. 22.03. And that is 22.06, so quite closely matched there, which is pretty good. And the weight of the full setup as it's supplied is 23.45 grams. With nothing attached, the balance is slightly front weighted, and with the supplied setup it moves more central to the barrel. So that's a detailed look at the darts. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm just holding the darts as usual at the front. I'm pretty much right on the end of the barrel. Just feels quite right for me holding it there. I could probably get away with it anywhere in that front, but I don't know, it just feels comfortable there. I didn't really see a great deal wrong with the dart. I got a little bit of spin, just a tiny little bit of fishtailing, which I would expect when I'm gripping it right at the front, but mostly pretty stable. The grip I find just a little bit more grippy than when I was just feeling it. The edges of the little square cuts and the edges of the rings are quite edgy because it's new. That might wear down after a while, but as it is in this new condition, I'd probably say it's around about a little bit high, medium high I should say. So it's, before I kind of wasn't sure whether borderline between a medium and a high level, but it does feel a little bit more edgy when you're throwing it, so I'd definitely say it's high level, but it may wear down to just around about a medium high. I'm just going to try the middle grip now. It's a straight barrel dart, so like I said in other reviews, straight barrel darts often suit any style of grip, so I'm just going to try gripping it there now. That actually was more stable through the air, and surprisingly through quite well, because it doesn't feel natural for me holding it there, obviously. A little bit off course there, but it's generally flying quite well from the middle. Obviously a natural middle gripper, it'll work a lot better. But considering that's definitely not my natural grip, but it's actually quite good there. Balance was fine. I was quite happy with how it was feels there at the front, but obviously it's definitely more balance there the closer you get to the balance point, but overall I'd say that was quite a nice start for a middle grip. Now I'll try the rear grip. The main part of the grip ends just around that black line, but there's still got edginess off that last ring, so I'm just going to grip right around about there. I had a feeling that would happen. I threw it too high, and again. A little bit better on the last one, but it's just because it's so far away and getting used to throwing it like that, I tend to flick the dart up. It's because I like to rest that finger on there and I just can't do it properly from there, but I'll have a couple of more goes. Still flicking it up too much, but like I say, it's not my natural grip from that far at the rear. A little bit better at the end, but straight barrel dart, it'll suit any grip really. Yeah. I didn't get as much spin as I normally do when I'm throwing it from the rear, which was surprising, but even though I wasn't throwing it straight, it was quite stable, but it's just because it's not natural to me there. I think you shouldn't have any issues at all if you're a natural rear gripper. But I'll just go back to my front grip now. Oh, that's the Showtime Nitro ST Mark Lawrence 22g darts. Like I've said many times, straight barrel darts, it'll suit any grip really. It just depends on what thickness barrels you like and everything like that. Initially though, you might find the dart a little bit sticky. Some people may find it a little bit too harsh, the grip, but I didn't really have any problems with releasing it. I think that grip will probably wear after maybe a week or two of normal throwing, and it probably won't be quite as high level grip, but still should be a nice grip for most. And overall it's a nice looking dart. I like the green contrast with the black on the paint. I know a lot of people don't like painted rings, but it doesn't really affect the grip or anything because the grooves are quite deep. So overall it's a pretty good dart and another good one from Showtime. And that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.